doing turbidity using a Palintest, you need to actually filter through a GFA/GFB filter paper some of your sample to use as a blank. That's going to correct for any dissolved colour that's in the sample to make sure it doesn't interfere with turbidity. I'm going to show you how. So we get our glass fibre filter papers. It's not the easiest job in the world to get one out when you're wearing gloves, as of course you will be. Let's just try that in the lid. Pop your filter into the filter paper holder and screw it up. This is going to go onto the end of your syringe. Common sense says fill your syringe up with your well-mixed sample, then screw the filter into it. If you try and do it in the other order, you're going to be in trouble because you're going to be pulling sample back up through your syringe and then trying to push it back through. Have your pre-labelled container all ready to dispense it into. Okay, now I'm going to actually do the test. So I've put some silicone oil on my lint-free rag and I'm using that just to wipe over the outside of the cuvette to remove any little surface scratches or imperfections that might interfere with it. So I've oiled up my tube, pour in some of your filtered stuff that you're going to use as the blank, turn on the machine, and when it brings up the tests, just scroll down through the list of tests until you find the one you want. It would be turbidity right near the bottom. Okay, go. Oh, where are you, turbidity? Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, we're good. So it's asking me to insert the blank. I just give the tube a little wipe over again to get any powder or any crap off the gloves off it. Insert it with your little V to the front. Make sure you put your light shield on and then hit OK. It should now be telling you that it is blanking. Okay, so we've blanked it. It's now asking me to insert the sample. I'm just going to flick this out and make sure I'm using the same tube. Otherwise it kind of defeats the purpose of you doing the blank. I'm going to put a little bit of sample in, lid on, give it a shake up just to rinse that out, tip them down the sink, and now I'm going to pop in the sample. With turbidity, it's not critical that you get bang on the line because the idea is you're passing a stream of light through that sample. Just make sure you don't shake the living bajingos out of it and get a lot of air bubbles because that's going to interfere with your reading. You do, however, need to mix it well enough to make sure any suspended solids stay in suspension for the test. So we put that in, again making sure our little triangle's to the front. On goes the light shield. Okay, I'm doing my reading. And that's giving me a reading of 28 FTU. That's the same reading as NTU. They're a one-to-one relationship. So depending on what you've got on your log sheet, don't worry, you can just record the answer just the same. The end.